today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Finance. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
To try again after the sack. Wentz, they'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
He was brought down at
the numbers for him from a week ago. 10 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the 1st.
So the goal is at least a 1st down here, right? Pick up a 1st down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt out.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. From the 21, it's second. That one caught by Gibson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year. Throwing on first is Wentz. That escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington going to... They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And now it's second down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd and 7.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now comes. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on that.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Harrison Phillips. Carson Wentz.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Looking middle, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington is able to stretch. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Looking to throw on second down. Wentz. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Deron Payne able to get in there for his. Now a handoff looking right. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Number 26.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Yards to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Washington.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be second down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a... They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete on the jump ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. So we have come to halftime, and we now proceed to the start of the second half.
Eagles.
Start the drive. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead. Wentz now on first down. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Once again with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his first touch. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there. You might out of a smaller back. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go.
They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
At the Eagles, 30.
They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
For the running back.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Well, they'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards. First down, Washington.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
2nd and 10.
Grab for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now here Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he fends him off. Flush to his right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims Jr., his second touchdown on the season. And Washington going to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't...
Wentz now on first down. This ball complete to Rager. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
39-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
They'll take over.
This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the 11-yard line.
Looking to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Irv Smith Jr., a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Wentz going to throw. Making the catch is Sternberger. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
47-yard line.
Wentz. There's a nice move. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now, after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And long.
Shotgun now for Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off near the 44. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This will be caught just inside the 10. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. That was a safety Taylor Rapp right there on the coverage. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger, there. And it's second down. Now Wentz again. To the tight end and complete. It's Sternberger over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 38-yard line. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's got the tight end, Sternberger. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Into the red zone, Wentz. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Wentz to throw again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 4 yards out. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. It's caught on the right side, it's Smith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. We dominate today.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
the day. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. Washington football team taking on the New England Patriots.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Washington football team. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Washington team as they interplay here. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come in right at 500, looking to get that win to bump them back above 500.
This game.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
False start, offense.
They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Minshew sets to throw. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. On fourth down, Minshew. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
And goal at the Patriots' 6-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Good. Makes this Washington 3, Patriots nothing.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. He finds an opening past the 40. Wide open receiver complete. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Able to find his running back, Geis. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it third down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Intercepted by the...
Well, this is a deep...
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
The pass.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yards after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 3rd down, Gibson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Nowhere to return this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now they try the right side here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off a big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play.
The running back.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being Victor's back.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into it.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
On second down now, it's Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Slings this deep for McLaurin. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It looks like they went for the combo plate there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Washington on 3rd down. They've had good success. 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. Finds Gibson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
That's good.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he fires one incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessful.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Pass incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
Fumble on the play.
Pretty fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
47 yards.
You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
This is out quickly to the right, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. They'll drop to throw. Open man here, Sims, complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Smith catches left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback taken down. And
well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington is able... Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And he will find his man on the outside.
Minshew's pass.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Minshew.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 15-yard line. Of course, remember, you need a touch. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Minshew's.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now a handoff looking right. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Minshew going down. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Washington, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week.